Hi, welcome to this 5-minute tips video on completing an application. So the idea of these videos is in 5 minutes or less, we go through some key learnings all around being a mortgage broker in Canada. So this section, this video is on completing an application, just some quick tips on how to complete an application with clients, how to make the process as streamlined as possible, and how to make sure this doesn't end up being a negative experience for your clients and worst case losing you the clients. So first tip here is engage first. So it's always good to connect with clients and get buy-in before requesting lots of information and documents. So some clients, some brokers like getting an application up front. There are different ways of approaching this. For us personally, we prefer to connect with the clients, have some sort of call or meeting and come up with some sort of strategy with them. So then we have that personal buy-in because some people can sometimes be a bit concerned about giving all their personal information before they've met with you or before they've spoken to you, especially if you need sensitive documents in regard to income, running credit reports and things like that as well. And then the next tip here is to give clients options. So let clients complete an application how it suits them. So some may want to do this with you via the phone, via a meeting. Some may prefer just doing it themselves when they can, either via their computer, or if you have a mobile friendly application system where they can fill in the information, that's great. So be aware of your client demographic, how they may want to do things, provide options for them, and convenience here is key. Make sure it's convenient for them as well. And then linked in with this is simplify the process. So make it as easy as possible for clients. So you want to take off any legwork for them. So if you have any information, fill this in already and help how you can. Find, you always want to take the burden off the clients. If there's any documents you can find, if there's any information you can find, if they're a past client, you already have that information, fill that in for them. Don't make them re-enter the same information again. The easier you make your life for clients, the better their experience will be altogether. And then next is, if in doubt, ask. So is there anything missing or anything that you're unsure of? Any questions in regards to the client's application, any information? Let's say they're moving location and you're not sure on how they're going to continue their work, or something comes up on their credit bureau that wasn't discussed in their call. If in doubt, ask them. It's better to have the information up front. Of course, be sensitive. Is there anything that's sensitive that may be on there that you're not aware of? But always make sure you have the full information. You don't want this coming up when their file is with a lender, or worst case, kind of late in the day. It comes as a surprise to everyone, and it causes a big issue in the deal, in the file. And then next is don't overcondition. So don't request everything all the time, just in case you need it. Use your discretion and tailor the requests, the condition requests, the document requests, to the file that you're dealing with. So only request what you need to give the answers with enough certainty to your clients. Remember that the key thing here is you always want to make sure that service and experience for the clients is the best. So you want to make sure that you're not overburdening them, requesting lots of legwork and documentation that you may not need. However, you need, of course, there's the key ones that you will need to underwrite a file that lenders will request. So always use your judgment here, but don't just blanket request everything because it's easier for you. Make sure you are, treating every file as a unique file and working out, okay, well, what do I need to give them the firm information for this person's particular circumstances? And then finally is be conservative. So this is all about managing expectations, and that's a key thing in regards to a key theme in completing the application as well, is make sure you manage clients' expectations, don't overpromise, and give yourself a bit of wiggle room in qualifying and pre-approvals. So when you're completing an application, give yourself a bit of space in regards to what, estimate for property taxes you may be using, for example, or condo fees, or the qualifying rate, or things like that as well. You don't want to just be as tight as possible and then they find a property slightly different and then you have to tell them that they can't purchase that property. So I hope this helps with completing an application. These are just some quick tips. Managing expectations is key. So you need to let clients know what the process will be, explain the process. The next step, we will be completing an application with you. We will also need to request documents and run a credit check. So they're aware of all of this up front, so it doesn't come as a surprise when you're asking them for this type of information as well.